So far, these white collar crimes are different from ordinary crimes. As you have already studied, that in the ordinary crimes, the mechanism for punishing is also there. Mechanism for proving the offense under law is available. A mechanism is there very in a systematic manner. The person who committed ordinary crimes under various penal act will be punished. When you come to these white collar crimes, I already told it's very difficult. It is very difficult to find out the occurrence of crimes here. So it is very immediately it will not be known to you. It will be known to you only when a detailed investigation is done. Only when its impact started affecting your affecting the society or in any other way, disturbing the system existing in the society. Therefore, white collar crimes, often in those days they are also called because they are used, they are encouraged, they are actually committed by the upper strata, the people of upper strata in the course of their business or profession to achieve their own goal in their field, bypassing certain norms. Sometimes they will indulge. They are also called as a tactics in those days because to achieve their goal. But nowadays, now everybody started coming to know about its impact at the later stage. Because this white collar crime, the result of the white collar crimes is not immediate one. Gradually when it will come to know, it's a fact. So you have to go back to the starting point, beginning point, how white collar crimes are committed. I told you yesterday, deviating the norms, rules, regulations, law, act, enactment, etc. Are the instances, the one form of deviance. There are the instances which encourage the commission of white collar crimes. Now, let us why it happened, as you know that you can't categorize the regions because when you go deeper and deeper, when you go studying in this field, you will come to know its roots. So it is very impossible to detect easily. That is why it is very impossible to punish them also. What the nature should be there, nature of punishment should be there, is also very important to be. It is also very important to be studied by us. It is important to know from the events leading to the white collar crimes. There are many authors suggest different punishment because this is very dangerous to the society. But that is why retributive theory, as you are aware, it is used in common criminal jurisprudence. Utilitarian theory is also there. So it is better to be better. It can be prevented. Prevention is possible. It can be prevented from happening again once it has happened. So when you will come to know this has happened about many years after, you will come to know as white collar crime has been committed. That is, in the law it is very difficult to punish them, difficult to set it right, because we will have to go back to the original station. So probably after 10 years we may come to know. That is why the solution for the white collar crimes is not easily found. It can be only when it can be. That means in rarest of the rare cases, these are tried to be curtailed. Normally, what I mean to say here in this white collar crime, better the utilitarian theory. You to prevent the occurrence in future, it can be done. It can be. We can adopt that system to prevent the occurrence of. It already happened. It is very difficult to punish them. To prevent the occurrence, the rules should be made very strict here. So stringent rules, stern action, or any other the effective and strict rules. By way of those rules, it can be curbed, at least for the future sake, that can be done. Nowadays, presently, as you are all aware, because in this nowadays the media is there, through media you are aware how the machinery, state machinery is resorting to initiate strict measures to prevent the occurrence of such events leading to the white collar crimes. You are all aware nowadays, many actions are taken. Therefore, this concept actually is there, existed, prevailed in every field of the society. Nowadays, starting crime itself, it can be prevented. But future, at least the future, already it happened, it is very difficult. That's why in that process, let us continue how these are resorted to. How it is resorted by various deviants. Yesterday, official deviance. In the official deviance chapter, I have elaborately explained that the officers, if they commit, there is separate enactment is there, Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, so by which that is being dealt with and punished also. Misuse of official power, because discretionary power normally is the area where these type of crimes used to take place. Because while exercising the discretionary power, it is also expected, because in the administrative law there is a provision that discretionary power, how it has to be exercised. So in exercise of discretionary power, some certain guidelines may have to be followed or followed by the officers in discharge of their duties, particularly in the matters where the discretionary power is there. Therefore, in official deviance also, it used to happen. They will misuse the power to favor the people of their choice. In official deviance also, the Prevention of Corruption Act is there. Still there are chances of escaping, because the identification or finding out or recognizing the act to be white collar crime is very difficult here also. So then it requires a deep investigation. So whether the discretionary power is exercised in a proper way, reasonably or not, first of all. So whether there were any guidelines followed by them. So say, because I told you that to favor a particular person, sometimes they will violate the rules and regulations, bypass the rules. They will disregard the peoples who are also likely to be benefited because of that, because of their decision. Then normally it happens. Then it can't be done. They can't segregate any relief to help the people of their choice. Because there are many peoples which are likely, which are similarly situated persons, they will segregate. The nowadays bureaucrats, they do at all levels, at official level. Sometimes it happens. I am not saying that all the state machinery is resorting to this kind of deviance. Therefore, I mean to say that official deviance you have studied. Now, one such chapter is there in police or politician deviance here also. In police deviance also, you can find that how this is happened. They, as you know, that the police department or any other investigating department, because to mention a few, I am not generalizing this issue. There are many instances how the officers in that department will deal with. Sometimes, taking a bribery. Why is the question of taking a bribe? Why? If they are working, discharging their duty in a proper way or within the legal rules, the question of taking bribe will not arise. Therefore, they will be influenced. There is one such factor. They will be influenced. Influence may be either, that is corruption is one such a reason. Maybe in the form of influence by some bureaucrats, their higher officers, politicians, or the rulers, administrators, etc. It is there. So, when the police act, because they have their own norms, so within which they have to act. Also, see here, deviance means their behavior is inconsistent with the norms, values, and ethics. They have their own ethics. Ethics means the principles to be the moral obligations, which one is expected. There cannot be any indiscriminate exercise of or discharge of duty, handling the case according to their own choice, or depending upon the influence, corruption, various other factors are there. Therefore, it says deviance occur because of their behavior is inconsistent with the norms. They are not following the rules. And values, ethics are there. Suppose, for example, a complaint is sought to be lodged by a poor person. If the allegations in the complaint to be lodged is against a big personality, so the police, whoever the accusation might have been made against whichever person, he may be of whatever, maybe having whatever status in the society, but exercise of discharge of his power, it should be in a fair manner. So, because a poor man has lodged a complaint, so carelessly taking or something ignoring to, or sometimes there are serious, the offences, allegations are very severe, taking it as easy. So these types of activities are normally you will find it somewhere else. I am not generalizing this. There are certain issues, certain areas, situations in this department. They are likely. I am not saying that everyone is doing that. There are areas, there are places, there are certain station, it happens. So they will not take a complaint, they will not take it on record, they will make them unnecessarily wait, they will compel them to withdraw, compel them not to lodge a complaint. These are all the behaviors. The behaviors are inconsistent with the norms, because The norms is there. When a person comes to the station, it should be there. First of all, it should be their duty to register a complaint. So crime has to be registered. Later investigation by submitting a FIR should be to the nearest magistrate. If the investigation has to be done, or even there are cases, even at a time of investigation, they do sometimes avoid important witness, avoid examination of important witness also. So, for the reasons best known to them, because the norms, their own norm, they should be, they should keep in mind their norms. They have their own values, ethics, moral obligation is there to be followed. Therefore, that behavior, see here, maybe that is which is deviating, which is inconsistent with the norms. Their conduct, forbidden acts, involve misuse of office power gain. So they are not supposed to do anything, but they are misusing their power. That's why yesterday in my class I told you regarding Prevention of Corruption Act. In the Prevention of Corruption Act, official misuse of official or official power, misusing their official status to power abuse. So that's nothing but deviating from the rules. Again, that can be applied here also, norms, values and ethics. So here also, our office for gain, they are making use of office for gaining for themselves. So lastly, misconduct, wrongdoing violation, or departmental procedure is there at the almost in all the departments, wherever in a situation like this. So particularly because I am confining the topic today is police deviance. There is a procedure what to be done if a person comes. Suppose if anything comes, if a person, suppose even assuming before a police officer a person commits a crime, so he will ignore it for various reasons because of a deviance. So probably he may be knowing the person committing a crime. To prevent, to help that person, to empower that person, so violating, not following, not discharging their duties fairly, is it not? Nothing but deviating from their rules and regulations. So wrongful act. Departmental procedure is there, procedure has to be followed. So in many cases, so I am not generalizing the issue. There are some specific incidents, not only in India, throughout the world, that happens. They are particular about a particular person, a particular cases. Their handling with those particular cases, sometimes that perhaps maybe because of deviating the rules, very, very unfortunate in some cases. That is why so the deviance occur here also. See, you have already studied in law also, in even in criminal jurisprudence. You have heard the words malfeasance, misfeasance, malfeasance. So malfeasance means commission of an act not permitted. So they are not supposed to do, not permitted, but they are doing something. So an intentional act which is not intentional doing an act which is not permitted by law, that they are indulging to commit such act called malfeasance. So misfeasance means a duty power is there performing their duty in an improper way. Suppose I can say in this way, a person comes with a complaint. So the complaint has to be reduced into writing in the police station, and crime has to be registered, and mention the provisions within which the narration of a complaint comes to be an offense, because sometimes the police, what they will do, oh, heinous allegations, the commission of heinous crime is alleged, but simple provisions are inserted so that the person can escape by getting a bail. Because in CRPC, as you know, that there are certain offences, because CRPC it is there, where certain offences are bailable and non-bailable, calculable, non-calculable, it is there. Therefore, though serious allegation, the offences are very severe, so the registering case for the offences which are general one, general provisions are inserted, so that the culprit can escape. Because that's why excise performance of duty, they must perform, but they fail to improperly being done. Here, last one, non-peasants, failure to perform their duty, which they are permitted under law. So permitted under law means complaint comes, it should be registered, and investigation should be done, and this should be notified, informed to the nearest police, nearest jurisdictional magistrate. Those things are not followed. Means there is one such incident I am saying, in whatever manner, what they are permitted under law, they fail to perform their duties sometimes. Because in their presence of any offence has taken place, if the culprit is a person, suppose a person X commits a murder, if he commits a murder in presence of police, the duty of the police to immediately catch hold of that person, because the offence which is cognizable is murder offence. The offence of murder has taken place. So he will let that person to go. Thereafter, coming to the station, registering the case, or thereafter he will do it, because it is his duty against CRPC. Not only a public or private person can also do that, but public means the police can directly, when that too severe, that crime, that is the heinous crime, murder has taken place. He should not have let the person committing murder go. Therefore, these are the instances, these are things. So normally they deviate. So taking a bribe, or sometime while conducting spot murder, or maybe a seizure, they will seize some items, but they will misuse. They will become Kasturi Lal case, you are aware, that a constable misused those ornaments. So it is not supposed, he is not supposed to do. Those things which are seized should be, after conducting spot murder, they should be seized, they should be kept in safe custody. There are many persons. Suppose the vehicle is seized, it is expected that it should not be misused by the police. Sometimes the police will use the vehicle for themselves. It is not so, it should not be. If anything happens, they will blame the owner of the vehicles. Therefore, here, police deviance is because of these reasons. Sometimes, while as you know that the law is there, third degree measures should not be used, but they are used. They are using it. But it should not be, or it should not be. There is a brutal act by them in the course of investigation also, using some abusive language, abusive words, language, using physical force, not permitted under law. But you may say otherwise they will not disclose anything, they may do it. But law says that because the Constitution provides that you can't compel a person to give any incriminating material against himself. You can't compel that person. Self-incrimination, that is not permitted. The Constitution gives a certain fundamental right to those who are accused. Therefore, here also this deviance occurs. Here another aspect is there, that the use of obscene and profane language. Common you are seeing now. Sometime because while on duty, you have seen, because media is there, through media we might have heard recently during the lockdown situation, bringing as you know that the police encouraging it. The transportation of those things in the police van itself. Recently, in the police van itself, it is done because you see they are not supposed to do it while on duty. Sometimes they will warn. There will be brutal attack on innocents also for their personal gain. So if anybody lawfully question, they will retort seriously. Physical force will be used. You're not supposed to do it and not doing their work while on duty. So as you know that during lockdown situation, checkposts are established. Not checking the vehicles. Many people, there is a movement during the lockdown situation. Movements are restricted to prevent the spread of corona, as you know that. But there are many, despite that, from some state to another state, there is a movement during the night hours. The police perhaps may not be discharging. They are permitted, but they are not discharging their work, their duties. But they should not allow those people to move during that period. Because the government order has to be followed not only by the public, but by the even not only by the people, but by the officers also. Because that would also be an offence under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code. So government order has to be followed. Therefore, here also, while on duty involving in drinking, I think I need not explain it again. Misuse of another important aspect, misuse power as sharing certain matters which are of confidential matters. It should not be shared because there will be leakage of certain issues. So that will change the way of investigation or change the way of investigation. The track itself will be changed because the officers are finding out the evidences, etc. One of the officers in the same group will leak the certain confidential matters that will prevent the track of the investigation process. Therefore, the police deviance may happen because of those things. Normally, exercising the power or duty, not sticking to the norms, values, and ethics, may encourage or may lead to the commission of this white collar crime. Say in 1993, NN Vora committee committee was central government appointed a committee in 1993 under the chairmanship of NN Vora. So committee report also has come. What was their purpose? Because in 1993, you might have heard that in particular in Bombay, the menace of Dawoodi Ibrahim, the underground dawn, was at a peak. In the wake of the incident in 1990, because there was also riots and violence in Bombay also during that period, the government, central government, because Vora was the Home Secretary at that time, so constituted a committee. Committee, because in the wake of these anti-elements, the peddlers, smugglers, tax evaders, rule violators, the persons committing economic offences, their nexus with these Gunda elements are, with Gunda elements and with the politicians, to find out it, because that was rampant. Therefore, the committee consisting of several other members, they gave some solutions, recommended that what should be done to curb such a nexus with politicians, because of influence by politicians, because these peoples, they are patronized by some bureaucrats, not only bureaucrats but also by the politicians. Therefore, this committee made some mechanism that checkpoint, that's called nodal points, should be established, and gather information secretly. The information has to be passed secretly, so has to go in deeper for investigation and take a stringent action against those indulging such activities. In this respect, there is also a recommendation that these investigating agencies, the officers being appointed to these investigating agencies should be by the government. Those officers should have a good record, integrity should be there, the work culture should be there, and should take action if anybody influencing the appointment of certain officers to such investigating agencies. So all those things were recommended, because the investigating agency has to be strengthened. It should be strengthened so that the activities could be prevented. And then Mohra committee reported that is called as in 1993. That is the Mohra committee report 1993. Therefore, those things are there nowadays. They are there. Apart from that, because in 1990 it was done, but even now many state governments, new measures are also being taken. Particularly, you might have heard that there is one more machinery, the General Lokpal is there. Allegations against a public servant, to look into, inquire into those allegations and the activities of public officers. General Lokpal is there. Lokpal institution is there. So actually in India, many a time Lokpal bill was introduced, could not be passed, but finally recently, I mean just in the year 2013, there was a widespread demonstration from all quarters, from all over country to fight against corruption indulged by public officers. So as a result of that, because Anna Hazare, we have heard, New Delhi, there was a big rally also. Keeping in mind, presently now Lokpal is there, Jal Lokpal has been constituted almost with the same objectives of the Lokpal earlier, which could not be passed. The objective is to prevent the situations of indulging corruption activities, illegal activities by the public servant, public officers. Those who are encouraging that also will be curtailed. A machinery is provided. Nowadays, Jan Lokpal is constituted. Ghosh presently is there, he is the chairman of Jan Lokpal. Just last year, the chairman has been appointed. Jan Lokpal has been brought into existence. Still, it has to work because it is still at the initial stage. Let us see in the coming years how Jan Lokpal will be working effectively to contain the activities relating to the corruption being encouraged by the public officers in various fields throughout the country. So to that extent, now I can only say now that white collar crimes are very, very dangerous, as I have stated. Again, I am repeating that's all. Therefore, because these are all the things, though it has no any limited source of materials for academic purpose, it has unlimited. So in each and every field it is there. When you come to the activities, the work of police during recently led to in lockdown period, how the police are doing. Many people are working to satisfaction public. There are lapses even by the police also. So therefore, I need not explain them in detail. You are all aware. Just have in your mind some glimpses or glimpses of police deviance. I think this is enough from the academic purpose. I conclude this particular chapter.